Playing quite the modded game. See, the Border Prince is some interesting new faction, but it all works. No crashes so far. Fingers crossed that I won't get any. But I did buy some different RAM the other day, and I got a blue screen because there was all sorts of errors on my RAM. So I'm a little bit worried. Okay, we got a free booter for Gouger of Fire Mountain. Extra bit of raiding income and negative control for the enemy. Constructor for Azhag. Wow, I'm surprised he's been around near enough buildings to pick up that one. What's up? Not much. Just really enjoying this fine day. It's not overly too hot, and there's lots of enemies to stomp. I didn't manage to save Skarsnik from the High King though, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But I'm getting a lot of raidings done. Alright, cool. Let's see. I think we can afford to raid down here a little bit further to protect our friend Vlad now that we've got two armies here. So goblins aren't very powerful, but at least there's twice as many of them now. Oh yeah, I loved Warhammer 1. I liked the way that you couldn't take terrain that didn't belong to you in Warhammer 1. I found that was such an interesting way to play. I do like it this way though now that you can live anywhere and you just get the uninhabitable and whatnot. But that certainly made for a different game. Oh, we can build our better troll layer here, the Hag Hut. Looking forward to having some trolls in some of the goblin armies. Ah, you're dedicated to the cheese god, are you? Interesting. Let's see, there was a peace between the Disciples of the Maw and one of the Chaos Dwarf factions, I believe that is. That's odd. And I've encountered some Skaven. I'm not looking forward to that. But let's move our turn along and see what happens next. Yeah, I wasn't too keen on legendary mode myself. I found that a little bit tricky in places. Just the extra debuff to melee troops was a little bit savage. You could have someone with so much melee defense and it just didn't really matter because of all the penalties. I thought it was a bit harsh. I do like my melee troops. Ah, there's the Skaven it was talking about. Wow, they're very close. Oh dear, and they've got lots of those special ones that that can cause the earthquakes and the poisons. I used to like very hard in Warhammer 2, but in Warhammer 3 I'm finding normal/normal is around the right pace for me right now. I do have a mod that changes the AI a bit, so it's not regular normal. Oh dear, they disappeared. The populace in one of your settlements is gradually vanishing. On certain nights, whole ghettos or districts are left abandoned. The only clue for the remaining denizens is a triangular symbol daubed on a nearby gate or wall. I think the triangular symbol is the Skaven from playing Vermintide 2. I think that's a Skaven symbol. So my Orc War Boss needs some more troops. Let's see, let's get him a couple of unit of Boar Boys and one unit of Orc Boys with Spears. And that finishes off our global capacity. Yeah. I definitely like this as a co-op multiplayer game as well. Is there some way I can set up some kind of command where it'll let you know like what mods I'm using and things? I don't really know how to do that. I will attack Nagenhof though. It's got a big sack value.
This is gonna be stubby.
And I'll bring up the rest of the boys as well.
Send in the spiders.
Yeah, I have to ask someone at some point how to do like commands in Twitch. But yeah, I'll have to, because I record everything for YouTube as well, I have to include it like in the YouTube descriptions so that people can check it out when they're looking at my playthrough. Yeah, so one of the mods that I has reorganizes where everybody starts if they don't think it's a particularly fitting start. I'll try and find out who it is. Someone called Dertok. I think this is the one that starts off in Grand Cathay, and then someone else has been, you know, moved over there. There was another thing where I was playing Repanse de Leones down here, and Noctilus was right here, just slightly south of Repanse. So that was very interesting. There's quite a few movements here and there. Also, these Bretonnians right here started down here a little bit, but they have come and clomped the vampires that were living here. It was the regular ones, the Lamian ones, but they are now dead. But yeah, I have all sorts of Bretonnians at my border to the right of Azhag. I'm not sure who their lord is at the moment.
Abase your filthy body, orc. Only then will I hear your message.
I do believe he's like a famous character out of something, but he isn't included in the base game. He's definitely modded in. Really been looking to try and fight Thorgrim over here. But my warbar's a little bit low, so maybe I will retreat back to the high place for now. And get him in a minute. I'm not looking forward to the -10 leadership for all armies doing a battle. But let's fight this one. I mean, there's so much more stuff that they could pull from all sorts of books in order to make everything really, really, really good. But I'm sure they're just taking their time because they can only take so much money out of a person's wallet at once. I do believe a friend of mine is really looking forward towards having this Nurgle guy. I think his name begins with T. Who's famous for riding all these plague toads and things, and he comes in with a supplement book that also has a Lord for the Empire. That's I think a lady on some kind of chaos dragon. It's not a chaos dragon, but it's like an amber dragon or an amber griffin or something or other. And she's one of the elect accounts of somewhere. He knows way more than I do about all the lore and things. But there's a specific book that had all of that stuff in it. And he's looking forward to that coming out. So we've got some of the hill goblins here. Send them in. We haven't had a look at what the hill goblins look like. So they're quite interesting. Apparently they're out of some book called Citadel, I believe. And they're not like an official rules type of goblin, hill goblins. But, you know, the Citadel publication seems to be an official publication, so how official they are is kind of up to you. And let's get moving in. I don't think there was too much in this town to be worried about. I also returned all the smaller town battles to the game with a mod, because I thought they're kind of better than just the blank field battles. Favourite lord and faction. Although she's kind of terrible in the base game, I find Aranessa to be quite fun when modded. But if we're just talking about with absolutely no mods whatsoever, Silostra's great fun to play. Just all of her voice lines and everything are so well recorded. It's a shame she's not like an official Games Workshop character and it's just a creative assembly creation.